Hey everyone, make sure you do the survey for the 4th anniversary for 2003 Demonites. If you don't know how to get to the survey, click on the megaphone up here next to the present annual mail, and it should bring up this page. Make sure you're on the news tab and click the 4th anniversary survey. As you can see, you're going to get, if you complete it, you get 2000 demonites. Make sure you copy your user ID number and click on the link up here. It should take you to another page where you input all your information and begin the survey. Then you get to choose 5 units for the popularity vote thingy, and you guys already know who I'm gonna vote for. Let's see, got Aiko, got Daphne Bloom, you got Bayless, Sakuya Yume, and I hope they make another version of her because, like, I don't know, that's the only version we have. And Usagi. Click next. Guys, what game is this for? Oh man, I don't even know. What game is this? Guys, if you guys don't know the answer, it's this. Because if you put the other option, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure that's a joke, and you'll get your jokes no matter what. So, after you're done with the survey, just click next. Finally, we get to the part where they discuss about the difficulty. And I'm assuming it's the Spire SP and Time Rift SP. The mechanics, they used to be interesting and challenging, but I don't think I agree anymore. Like, most of the time it's just the boss nukes you, you get stunned, you get eternal sleep, you get eternal debuff, the boss has HP lock, the boss just gets insane amount of attack buff when they reach like 75% HP, 50 or 25, or some random thing happens 1%, and then they have like an HP lock, and then they get healed back, and then you die. It's just not even challenging anymore. It comes to the point where you really just need to like have the stats to even attempt to survive. Like, it's basically you need to have enough HP. The SP version, I believe they are talking about. So for Time Rift SP, I'm gonna have to disagree as well, because when looking at new players, and even when they finally upgrade like a full team to like 5 stars and at least like potential 9 and 12, if they're using like outdated units like without HP as a leader ability, they're most likely dead. Like, even if the potential 12, like if you're using Bright Ball or some other unit that doesn't have like HP, you're not going to survive, because the challenges in the SP dungeon requires you to do like insane damage, like billions of damage, and especially if they have mechanic like HP lock, you can't just burst them down. You're gonna have to keep waiting 25% HP, and then you risk dying because you don't have enough HP, and then you have like bleed that does like 500,000, like 2 million damage per turn, and then they have the boss has like an ability that like lowers your healing every turn, and then you have like every time you attack you take more damage, and then every time you guard you like damage your team or something. Like it's so bad. Like you won't even know how annoying these challenges are. Like we can clear the SP dungeons, but there actually is no point in actually doing any of these, like showing guys or whatever, because if you don't have the team or HP, you're basically not going to clear it. Like it's so bad. And not only that, like in other games, you can make like one mistake in the SP challenges. If you make one mistake, you're basically dead. It's like you really need the high, like godly HP, like max HP leader effect, like 40+%. Like if you remember the Halloween challenge with Murder Satan, Jesus, no one should survive. Like even when guarding, you will die. Like it's so bad. Like you really need that extra HP just so you can barely survive and you barely clear it. It's not even a challenge at this point. It's just you really need to, like, you cannot use your favorite teams anymore. Like you need to really go out of your way and look for a unit that can have the proper setup, HP, and that supports your team play style. Like if the battle is like, focus more on ultimate damage, you really need to bring ultimate damage, basic attack. Like the penalties are so bad. Like if you want to use a basic attack team, you're most likely not going to be able to in the SP dungeons, unless the boss specifically says they are immune to ultimate, but they take more basic or trigger damage. You know, those type of challenges. The stage limitations are interesting. They encourage players to challenge themselves with different builds. That's the problem with this game. You cannot really do different builds with the amount of resources they give you. So like if you're just starting out and you did research and you like a 3-turn ultimate team, and that's what you went for. So now you have a full team with 3 cooldown ultimates, but then you go to a challenge that says ultimate does 0 damage, but trigger and basic attack does more damage. You basically just, you gotta wait like another 6 months, a year or something to find, like, to fully upgrade the other units, or summon or look for another unit that can, you know, do those challenges. And by the time you have those units, it's gonna be all different. It's gonna be like, oh, you need like multi. I don't wanna. You guys will know that it's just really annoying. So yeah, this is, stage limitations are just pretty bad because you're already locked into like certain. The challenges in this game now requires you to have certain units upgraded. So if you're starting and you have all the units, like I have the units too, but I just can't upgrade all of them right now because I just don't have enough resources, or I wasted it because I upgraded one of my favorite units I want to use, but then, you know, like Summer Caesar, and then there's challenges where it's just only triggered because basic attack and ultimate does 0 damage, or she doesn't have enough HP because blah blah blah. Enemy stats are appropriate. Oh man, like even then, like in other types of games, you can reasonably eventually do everything, but when you're starting out, like I'm seeing the challenges now, like on like floor 35 is usually the roadblock for new players, but it's still doable, and then anything higher might be more difficult because it's, some of the challenges are like for trigger or basic, like they still have some of those annoying bosses, and like that even though like the stats seem appropriate, they're really telling you that you really need high stats, like usually for 50 to 60 now. I don't think you could even do it at 3 stars anymore with 3-star units, because the enemies have so much damage reduced. Like even if you have the units, like you really constantly need to stack, like increase all damage and whatever you're focusing on, like your team, you really need like the unit that has like increased ultimate buff and decreased ultimate buff defense for the enemy. Like you really need those types of abilities now to even try to do those at a lower star level, which basically means you already have the necessary teams, like a full trigger team or something. But yeah, but for like SP dungeon, they have like 5 billion HP. Like unless you have like a like for those type of battles, you need like a lot of buffers. Like you need like Nanami, you need like Daphne, you need like you just need a lot of like Valentine's Ball and stuff, and then you need like one nuker, and then they do like 2 billion damage or something. But then the boss has like 5 billion HP, and then they have like HP lock every 1 billion HP or something. It's like it's so dumb. Like, and then not only that, like they just do insane damage. It's like they do like 4 million damage on one hit. Like it's barely enough for you to survive one hit with a potential 12 5-star maxed out discipline type team. Like it's bad. And some of the challenges, like the SP challenges, like even if you're 12 plus 12 and everything, you won't be able to survive because you don't have enough HP, because some people have low HP. So like Usagi Hime, she has like low HP by default. So if you don't have someone like Valentine Satan that has like 5 million HP and then like buffs HP and stuff, like you're not going to survive. Like it's really bad for the SP challenges and stuff. For events, Spire and Time Rift. I mean, the challenges do require you to try to, change your team, I guess, but how can you build multiple teams when they don't give you enough resources? Like seriously, it costs thousands of level 1 materials just to upgrade like one unit, basically. To me, the battle seems like all the same now. Like it's basically you kill them within turn 12 or you die. That's it. It's like turn 12, turn 10, turn 11, 3 stars or you die. Like if you go to like floor like turn 20, it's instant death, because by then the boss has a instant death mechanic or something, or you can't even fight to turn 50 anymore with the amount of insane limits you have now. I guess. Okay. Like I said, I think the previous event, the SP challenge was way too hard for anyone to clear. Like, you barely had enough turns to even clear this thing, and you really, it's either you had to use a 3 cooldown team, or you had to like do like 25% HP every like 3-4 turns to even 3-star it, and most people couldn't even clear this, I believe. Like the normal version was, possible, but the SP version, basically just it was basically it was near impossible. It was so insane, the damage and everything. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the challenge is just it's just doesn't feel like a challenge. Just like have enough HP and do this much damage in like 4 turns, like as opposed to like previous events where all you needed to do was damage the boss, but they had damage reduced, but it wasn't all like it was like clear the boss within like 30 turns, but it wouldn't take 30 turns because that was only if you were like kind of weak, but you could still 3-star it without having to meet all these annoying conditions and try to burst down the boss within 12 turns, which is impossible with all the HP locks that they have. So yeah, like the SP challenges are getting way for like I don't know, like the whaley territory where they want you to like spend like $1 trillion or something to try to get bonfire for that extra damage boost. Like I said, what like they have this question specifically because they already know that the event was like the challenge was pretty garbage. Like it's so garbage. Like the mechanic is so trash. Like HP lock every 25% HP, and then the boss does like 1 trillion damage, and then there's just all these paragraphs you have to read and all these mechanics you need to know, and even if you know them, you're probably going to die anyways because you don't have enough HP. They challenge my team. No, you basically need enough HP. It's not even about your team comp. Like if you use Bright Ball or Sakuya Yume or someone like that. No. Like no matter what build you do, you in that challenge, it didn't matter about what team you use, as long as you did enough damage to bring her HP so you could try to 3-star it. Like the basic attack team, it does work, but if you don't have enough HP, you're basically dead. Like you need to do like 25% HP every 3 to 4 turns, but then she has turns where you're forced to guard, so then you risk dying if you attack to do that extra damage. Like you barely have enough turns and damage to even make it before you start healing 0 and before you start taking like 2 trillion damage in one hit. Like it's so stupid. And I will say this, like the debuffs in this game are super useless. Like if you have someone that has sleep, silence, stun, basically useless. Increased turn cooldown, useless. Basically immune to everything. All the bosses are immune to everything, and they have like 300% damage reduced along with the element like they now have like neutral status. Like even if you have elemental advantage, they take neutral damage. It's so stupid. Not random. Like seriously now. Like you basically you really need damage. And I hope this is the end of the survey because it's taken a long time for this. Now we have even more questions. Do you have any suggestions or future content you wish to see? I think they should make stages less annoying. Like, especially like story mode and stuff. Like people are still asking how to clear stages. Like I haven't done the new chapters yet, but I'm guessing they have like annoying mechanics like the zombie mechanic or whatever, or some other annoying mechanic where you have to like kill a bunch of enemies, or I don't know, like it's just so bad. Like I don't even know what to even say at this point. Like, don't making like story battles impossible to clear now. Like, seriously, like some people just wants to like play through the story and watch it, but then they have to look for guides to clear story. Like, come on, like this is like the enemies have like so much HP or something, or like you instantly die because like here's the thing, like the mechanics with Lulu and all that was an okay mechanic, right? Like the enemies weren't too overpowered, and you had to kill the 2 guards to win the stage, right? But if you killed Lulu, you died. They don't really have that kind of mechanic anymore. Like it's all about like do like 2 trillion damage within 1 turn. Otherwise, if you don't break the HP or the shield or the charge meter within this turn, the next turn you're basically dead. It's just all these instant death mechanics, you know. But I don't even know what else to put in this thing. Like it's just so bad. What other feedbacks? We finally made it to the end. What other feedback would you like to offer to make the game better? For one, they need to give more upgrade resources. This is one, like, the main limiting factor of why I have so many units I can't even use, because they want you to make multiple teams, but they don't even give you enough of these slimes and all that stuff, because you need to do like hundreds to even craft like a spider web. Like it's so bad. Like you can't make this up. What else can we do to make this? Can they do to make the game better? More quality of life, I guess. More quality of life features. I guess like if you cleared timers before, like if you cleared time rift, you clear until time if you get all the rewards, or at least auto clear the first 4 floors, like, you know, so you don't have to replay all the battles, because you know you could do the first 4 floors because you cleared all 8. I think more resources. I guess that's all I can think of right now. So make sure you do the surveys and collect your 2,000 demonites. That's about it. See you in the next video.